Test. All right, folks. Here we go. U.S. Championships. For seniors and juniors, we're getting right into it here with Natasha Radulovic to start us off. And she's off. She's competing in the junior division, actually a junior B2 skater. There's about 6 years of junior divisions, starting with 13 and 14. Those are junior C's and 1s. And then into the B division, B1, B2, those are 15 and 16-year-olds. And then A1, A2, 17 and 18-year-olds. So I know for me personally, the junior trials was always my first junior trials was the most stressful, most nervous competition I've ever been for. And I remember finishing that trials being like, I am not going to get that nervous ever again. So up next, we got Finley Descard and Leah Choi. These are C1. Finley's a C1, and Leah is a C2. Just realized I didn't switch my cameras on that last pair. Sorry about that. I'm used to having my main man, Dave Tamburino, here, manning the truck and the switcher. So I'll get a little rhythm going here. Oh, we were frozen there. Well, we'll get them on the backstretch here. Got a little disruption there in our video feed. Clean backstretch there. Oh, yeah, having some video disturbance here on this camera one. There's their finish, 46-21, 48-78 for Descard. Here, I'm going to hop off here and see if I can't do something with that video a second. Oh, now we totally lost it. Well, sometimes you just got to take matters into your own hands here. So I'm going to film the front stretch until we can get that that front stretch camera going again. False start. Two of our up-and-coming juniors here. You know, Marley was on our development team this year, and I believe Natasha was a couple years, either 2 years ago or last year, pretty recently. But Marley out of Seattle, and Natasha here from the Chicago area. Here we go. We want to try to get down and into that skating right away here. And they're off. Dolly was on the junior world team last year. Libby trying to make her debut on that team. What they're going to have to do is a series of 4 races, and the lowest point total after all of those races ends up being on the team. Down the home stretch they come. Next, Claire Kudlata, Eliana Fuchs. Sorry, folks, trying to concentrate on getting this camera fixed. So I know right when these girls are done with this division, when we have a resurface break, I can run down and try to fix that front stretch camera. Down the back stretch. No problems there. Eliana with the dash program here locally. Claire also skates here at the Pettit Center with Dr. Woods. Now we have Piper Eady and Greta Myers, two of our top 500 meter skaters. Greta getting a good chase there on that backstretch. Oh, looks like we didn't get that finish time there. I'm sure the photo finish guys will have it. Try to get you those results as soon as we can get them. There's the skaters looking for their times. We have Blair Cruikshank, Mia Kilberg. Hopefully we get some steady video here. Like I said, I'll double check that during the resurface break. I don't know if we had just some interference here with the wireless transmission or what, but of course, as soon as races start, we really start freezing up and getting choppy, but looks like we're kind of back in action here. Down the home stretch, really trying to stay down low, right to the side here, maintain that speed. Blair Cruikshank, one of our top NEO seniors. Mia Kilberg on our national team. Mass start specialist, team pursuit specialist, won a medal in the World Cup this year in the mass start. There we go, some high fives on the backstretch. All right, well, video's doing better now. Like I said, I think our range may be just a little bit out of range here. I had purchased a long range transmitter, and boy, it just was on the fritz yesterday. So I had to quick run to Best Buy and get a cheaper model that just didn't have the range. So I think that's kind of why we're running into some interference here. But at least we're starting to smooth out now. So here we go, Anna Quinn and Georgia Birkeland. Anna Quinn on the fast team out of Salt Lake City. Georgia Birkeland trains in Salt Lake City on the long distance national team. Another one of those mass start TP specialists. Georgia won her first medal at a World Cup senior level this year in the team pursuit with her teammates Brittany Bowe and Mia Kilberg. Anna with a nice one going over the top there. Oh, we're getting a little too zoomed in. Anna Quinn finishing strong here. Really nice drive to the finish line, 40.5. That's a really nice sea-level time right there. Georgia Birkeland with a 41.9. I'd imagine she'd be relatively satisfied with that too, to get at least in the 41s. But 40.5 for Anna is a really nice time. Okay, up next, this is one of our big races for the weekend. I haven't really talked too much about how we're selecting the team yet, but essentially we have 4 positions in the women's 500 meter, 3 of which have already been determined based on the fall trials. So that 4th spot is really up for grabs. The people that I would expect to get that position could be these 2 girls right here, Sarah Warren and Krista Rands. Are fighting for that position. Mackenzie Brown was the one that earned it in the fall and skated the fall World Cups. But I know these 2 are anxious to try to get that 4th position if possible. Here we want to be really down in skating here. Well, I'll see if we lost our camera again there. Oops. Well, we're not getting that corner very good. To talk to our camera crew on that one. Trying to finish strong here. Sarah Warren with a 39.27. Krista Rands with a 40.2. Some more high fives on the back stretch there. All right, this is a big pair here. We got Erin Jackson, our gold medalist, and Kimmy Getz, who has been on fire this fall, winning 2 individual medals, a silver and a bronze in the 1,000 meter. But she's definitely no slouch in this 500. She's even gotten up to 5th place at World Championships once in 2000 in Salt Lake City. Looks like we're frozen again, so I'm going to just do some manual filming here. Don't want to miss this pair. Clean back stretch. There we go. We got some corner action. All right. Home stretch. Looks like Erin has a slight lead here. And wow, really nice times if I can get them. 37.52 and 37.64. Really nice times. Okay, now we got Brittany Bowe coming up. And Mackenzie Brown. Mackenzie was one of those ones, too, that doesn't have a position for the Fall World Cups, so is definitely going to be looking to get in there. Oh, now we have some flashing going on. All right, well, after this pair, we'll figure out these bugs. Got something weird going on here. All right. 38-2 for Brittany. 39-03 for Mackenzie Brown. All right, well, we're going to take a break now and try to work these bugs out. Sorry about that, folks. We did the best we could in an emergency situation there, and we will go from there. Let me just see when our restart time is here. Okay, races will resume at 10:19. Give me a few minutes here to work out the bugs. All right, tough start, but we'll get this figured out. one more person. I got Sam is doing the camera there. Then Quentin is over there, and I just need someone for this one. Oh, I was down there. Are you able? Oh, are you gonna do this one? I have another person coming here. Okay, so I am back up. Yeah, sorry. Corbin. Sorry. Killing me. Sorry. Well, I guess maybe I was recruiting as I was going. Okay. By people, so. Okay, so back down there. Yes, please. Okay. Thank you. You're doing great.
I'm told you need a cameraman.
I do, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
So just this camera here,
Okay.
and it has a pretty long. So we were trying to do it all wirelessly, but it kept freezing up. So this one's just hardwired in. You can just try to get yourself some space and just film wherever you can.
So you mostly, you want me to cut through here or through the whole thing?
It doesn't matter so much when we get to the backstretch, really. That camera's been working pretty well,
Oh,
but just the front, just the
so
start.
mostly the corner.
Right. And then, yeah, if you can get the beginning of the corner there. Sure, sure. Try that.
Not the best, but try it.
Or do you want to go right here? That's kind of what I was doing it myself. Just here and then maybe just
Okay.
easing in. We moved the front one closer, so I think we're gonna have a better feed there. And if that continues to be solid, then
Where's the, so it just turns on and then it goes.
yep.
And I can do this if I want to.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't be doing any zooming. That'd be a little too much. So when you hit power, does it do it automatically? So am I
Yep.
on? Oh, you put me on.
Yep. So I switch between the different cameras here.
Okay. All I need to do is hold the camera.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
You don't need to hit record or anything like that.
All right, I gotta let my wife know.
Okay. Hopefully, I won't have to recruit you for too long here.
How much longer do you think it'll go today?
Oh, well, we're going till about 150, I think.
Oh, wow.
If you need to go, that's fine too. So don't
Okay.
don't feel like you're stuck here.
So you got men's 500 and then some 3000s
In 5,000s. Yep.
and 5,000.
Yep. All right, folks. About 2 minutes to the start here. We have, let's see, 16 pairs, starting off with Colin Ferguson, and then ending with Jordan Stolz and Austin Kleba. So, unfortunately, unlike the women, We only had 3 quota positions in the 500 meter, so there's actually no World Cup positions up here. It's essentially for bragging rights or reserve positions potentially. So, but it is the U.S. Championships, and there's nothing wrong with becoming the U.S. champion, that's for sure. So we should have some good tight pairs here at the end. And then obviously our juniors are really trying to establish a good time for that overall point total. So they'll take points from all 4 races, and to make our junior world team, you need to be in the top 5 for the junior out of the juniors by the end of the competition. So I tried to get that front camera a little bit closer to our transceiver or receiver. So we'll see. Hopefully we get a little bit of a smoother video stream this time. That was a rough patch there. So I apologize for that, but I don't know. I kind of laugh it off too. It is, after all, just me and my laptop here and a couple of volunteers out there helping to man these cameras. Um, so we'll try to. We got someone up here on the deck here that can man the hardwired camera in case some of these wireless ones go down again, and we'll see how we end up. But more than anything, we want to try to get you some footage there so friends and family can watch their nephews, nieces, granddaughters, grandsons compete here at the U.S. Championships. And hopefully now, if I'm not filming, I can man the chat here a little bit. Just hit that X there. There we go.
How did Aaron do this morning?
Aaron did well. Yep, 37.5.
Piper Heidi did.
I can't remember how Piper did.
I wouldn't expect.
Well, I was fumbling with these cameras, so. All right, here we go. Pair 1. Here's our upper deck camera here with a newly recruited volunteer. Like I said, hopefully this front stretch camera starts working now. I was gonna say, I think I have a camera operator there. Oh, there you go. Now you can see 1 lap to go. Maybe we can see if we can move that guy a little bit or move our camera a little bit, but we are off. 12.02 down the backstretch. Coach giving him his open time. Into that last inner corner, setting a nice lean there. And down the home stretch we come. Colin has dual citizenship here, so I think in our system, some of the things are locked in. Some of the third-party things that we use, we weren't able to change it here, but he is a dual citizen and be representing the United States here in this competition as well. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry about that, wrong screen. Sorry about that, Colin, we missed you. Get this upper deck here. There we go, Brock from Butte, Montana, one of my favorite places growing up skating. Down that last inner. Down that home stretch. Trying to stay low, right to the side. Okay, up next, Patrick Cosell and Jerry Metch.
Minnesota, Patrick Cosell. Starting out the outer, Chicago, Illinois, Jerry Mack. Three on 16 underway.
11-1-2 for Jerry Metch. 11-6-5 for Patrick Cosell. I think these times that we're seeing up here are on the transponders, so there's a little bit of a difference there from what we're seeing here on the scoreboard. So if you hear me announcing something a little different, that's why.
Jerry on the inner, Patrick on the outer.
Down the home stretch they come. See if they can get some of those PNIC personal bests. 41.56 for Patrick Cosell. 41.29 for Metch.
Just came from a workout. My back's a little rough. I'm moving around a little bit, that's why.
Up next, Sam Chamberlain and Matthew Pelchat. Two kids whose parents used to speed skate. Mark Pelchat, an Olympian in the 2002 games, and Jackie Chamberlain, the mother of Sam Chamberlain, was on our national team in Salt Lake City years back. I think Mark is infamously known for doing a 9.9 second opener and also doing a 360 down the 100, which is quite impressive. 11-1 for Pelchat, 11-6 for Sam Chamberlain. Good clean backstretch there. See how we do on that last inner. Gonna set that lean. Down the home stretch they come. Again, trying to establish that low time for that overall Simulog point total. We had 42.51 for Chamberlain, 42.04 for Mark Pelchat, or not Mark, Matthew Pelchat. Okay, up next, Samuel Hart Gorman on the inner, Aiden Meacham on the outer. Now, Aiden right now is on our junior development team, was out in Salt Lake City, did a couple of our senior junior joint camps in Salt Lake for a week. Really making great strides in his skating, really dedicated. Works with Pat Wetland out of Colorado Springs. Pat, one of our great coaches here in the U.S. right now. Really leading a good, strong contingent of skaters out of that area. Here we go. We're trying to start getting down and low here, Aiden. Getting low, nice to the side. 11-4 for Aiden, 11-8 for Samuel Hart Gorman. Aiden's going to get a little, is he going to go, Aiden goes over the top of him. The outer skater always has the right of way in that situation since they're technically ahead. And down the home stretch we come. And Aiden with a 40.54. Samuel Hart Gorman, 42.53. Up next, Calvin M. on the inner in pair 6. Zachary Jensen on the outer out of the Midway Speed Skating Club. So shout out to the Midway group.
Zachary Jensen.
Off we go. Really nice start there from Calvin. Really poppy there. 10-8. Yeah, I think it might be our first 10 that we've seen. He definitely got some spring to his step there. Zach Jensen on 11:39. Good clean backstretch here. That's some good looking skating right there. Finishing strong here. 39.19. Very nice. Zach Jensen, 40.46. Personal best. Really nice. All right, we've got quite a discrepancy on the times here on the graphics, so I'll just try to keep you guys updated as best I can. I think the scoreboard is closer to what the photo finish is actually going to be, so. Just Here we go. Will Silk on the inner. Max Weber on the outer. 11.4 for Will. 11.89 for Max. Looks like we're going to have a clean backstretch here. Nice chase by Max there. Try to get a little bit of draft. Get a little bit of extra speed there with Will blocking the wind for him. Down the home stretch they come. Will really trying to close them out here. Trying to get to that line first. It was close. 39.84 for Will Silk. Max Weber, 39.79. Morning, George, in the chat. Thanks, everyone. Sorry, it's been kind of a rough morning with getting all the bugs worked out here, but you know, it's mostly just a hangout session with me. Understand it's just me and my laptop here. This isn't some production truck here, so hopefully we smooth things out and get a little more interactive with the chat. Maybe play some guessing games here on winning times and things like that we did before. But yeah. We'll keep doing the best we can for everybody there back at home watching. So up next, Keith Kiovan on the inner, Ballard on the outer. Brian Ballard training with the Dash program here. This is pair 8. And they're off. Brian, nice and low, getting out of there really nice. I like that start. Woo, that was nice. Gotta say, he's making some strides. A lot of times you see these guys, they hop up and they start to run. It's just your instinct to just, you know, kind of stand up and start running. But you really want to drive straight out of that start line. And he did a nice job of that, getting on those inners, too, to get that pressure right away. Brian with a 37.55. Keith with a 41.05. Little high five on the backstretch there. That's what we like to see. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I thought he did some really good technical things there with that that start in that race. So up next, pair 9 on the inner, Isaac June, and on the outer, Carl Tatelli. Carl was on our junior world team last year and is also on our junior national team this year. Also took part in some of those joint senior national and junior team camps in Salt Lake City this year. Trains with Bob Corby here. I'm getting some glitches on this. So if you ever wanted to donate to US Speed Skating, maybe we can assign it to like a new camera that actually functions without those glitches. So, you know, at least something maybe to direct your donations towards if you ever were so interested. And down the home stretch. $37.39 to Telly, $38.38. Really nice there. $37.39. That's a great time. He'll be happy with that. In the chat, let's see, what time is Stoll starting? He is pair 16. We are on pair 10 right now. You usually figure about 2 minutes a pair. So what are we looking at? About 12 minutes till Jordan goes. That dumb camera. I don't know if it's the wire or just, I mean, this camera's like 20 years old, so. What would we rather see, a glitching camera or one to go? Guess those are our two choices at this point. That's Psalm 10.54. Nathan Beveridge 10.59. Good clean backstretch. Trying to hang on to that last inner. You can see that left arm hanging out there, trying to get some balance. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. Psalm gets it. 38.21. Beveridge 38.28. Nice race from both those guys from what I could tell. Personal best as well. Okay, so that is a nice race. Okay, up next, a couple of our long distance national team members. On the inner, Jonathan Tobon, who's also still a junior. So he'll be vying for a position on that junior world team. Actually got 4th place in the 1500 meter at Junior Worlds last year. So I know he's looking to improve on that. And we have quite a strong men's junior team this year. So hopefully we can really mix it up with the rest of the world out there at that competition. And then Emery Lehman, more of a 1500 meter TP specialist, just doing some speed work here in the 500 meter. Oh, false start. Emery also a world record holder in the team pursuit, along with Casey Dawson and Joey Mantilla when they set that record. Joey's taken some time away this year to nurse a back injury, but Ethan Separon had been splitting reps kind of last year with some of the guys, and Ethan's really stepped up and taken the reins on that team pursuit, and these guys are 2 for 2 so far this year at the World Cups. 1 gold in both of them so far. So hopefully we can close out the year. We have one more. I think it's a World Cup 5, and then World Championships at the beginning of March. So, and that's glitchy. All right, here we go. Tobon with a slight lead across the line. 10.52. Lehman 10.71. And he is going to go hunting on the backstretch now. Try to close down that junior. Down through this last corner. Emery still in hot pursuit. Let's see if he can get him back. No, it looks like John's going to hang on to it with a nice time. 36.94 is what I saw pop up on the screen. Emery Lehman, 37.15. Let's see if we can get a little high five on the backstretch, and yes, we do. Okay, up next. Should be a good race here. Connor McDermott Mastowi on the inner. National Sprint Team member, and Dylan Woodbury on the outer. Junior World Team member from last year, looking to make another Junior World Team this year. Trains with Jordan Stoles, Carl Tatelli, Greta Myers, all with Bob Corby here locally. Really great group of juniors, and Bob's doing a tremendous job with these guys. I gotta say, I haven't had this much fun watching a group of skaters ever, and just nice kids too. Really nice kids, great parents, good support systems. It's really, really fun to work with all these guys. Connor with a 10.41. Dylan Woodbury right there with him, 10.45. Giving him a run for his money here. I know Connor does have a tremendous lap, so we'll see if Dylan can match that. But it looks like Connor is pulling away a bit here. But Dylan really needs to get a nice low time here and keep that point total as low as possible. So Connor with a nice lap, 35.60 off of a 10.4 opener. That's pretty darn legit. And Dylan Woodbury in the sixes as well, 36.96. So a nice solid race there for him. How about a drone camera to capture the races, says George Warren in the chat. Well, George, I don't know how long you've been tuning in, but it's been pretty much a disaster all morning on cameras. So adding one more element to the plate would, might be a little more than we can handle at this point. Love the idea, though. Love the idea. If we get the manpower and we can upgrade on a new camera here that doesn't glitch in and out, then I think we'd be styling. Let's see how this camera, it's still glitching. I'll have to double check, see if it's the wire or not, but here we go. Don't get distracted by that. Sabian Tinson on the inner, Augie Herman on the outer. Sabian with a 10.35, Herman with a 10.56. Augie on the Junior World Team last year, looking to make another team this year, make a big jump. He's one of those group of junior men that are just tremendously talented, been working hard, pushing each other. Down the home stretch, Sabian Tinson with a 36.65. Augie Herman with a 37.39. So you can see that group of juniors there is packed in pretty close. A couple of high 36s. Augie with a low 37. Really want to try to make sure you keep things nice and close here before you go into the distance races. So up next, one of our World Cup team members, Cooper McLeod, National Sprint Team member. On the inner, William Gebauer on the outer. This is pair 14. So we'll have two more pairs coming up. Zach Stoppelmore, Tanner Worley in pair 15. And then Jordan Stoles and Austin Kleba in pair 16. That's our last pair. That's going to be a showdown. And they're off. Let's see if we can get some 9-second openers here. I know Cooper's definitely capable of that. 9.93. Will Gebauer 10.25. I know Cooper's got a couple of 9.7s under his belt this year. Guessing Will was hoping to be a little closer to 10.0 there. 10.2's not that far off. Oh, little slip coming out of that inner. Cooper with a 35.11. That's a nice time. Will Gebauer, 36.03. Let's see if we can get some 34s here. I would imagine Jordan is a 34. How low into the 34s is he going to go is the question. Knock on wood. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but yeah. I think Austin, if he can get there in a low 5, high 4, would be incredibly happy with that too. And same with these guys here. I think Tanner, that first 500 he had at the fall trials, really stood out to a lot of people. Like, uh-oh, watch out, this guy's coming. So let's see what he's done with his last few months of training. Maybe he can jump into that top group here through the weekend. And they're off. Couple of inline crossover athletes here. Both were prominent inliners, very successful here nationally, and did some international racing as well. So we had a 10-1-2 for Zach, 10-0 for Tanner. Oh, hand down on that inner. Yeah, looks like maybe he lost a little bit of speed there with that. Zach's starting to pull away. Zach with a 35.51. Tanner, 35.87. Is there a live leaderboard? Unfortunately, Rebecca, there's not right now. Wish I could pull something up for you. I know in Salt Lake, usually we have speedskatingresults.com. Sits right on the timing deck along with us, so just updates it as you go. So that's always a nice thing to follow along. But he's not here in Milwaukee updating live, so fortunately we don't have that leaderboard here. And like I said, it's kind of just me and my laptop here, so I don't have any access to that right now. So, but I'll look into it and hopefully we can get that, because it'd definitely be nice to know where people are standing, so you can see what they're shooting for. And they're off. See what we get here for this opener. Couple of 9s. 9.77 for Stolz, 9.81 for Austin, just 400s behind. So let's see what he can do with this chase here. Jordan is the American record holder, as we know. 34.08 set in Calgary. Powering home. Austin's trying to keep that gap as close as possible. 34.42 for Jordan Stolz. 35.13 for Austin Kleba. So Jordan with some high fives on the backstretch there. That's a nice race for Kleba, too. I think that's just behind Cooper McLeod. I believe had a 35.11, if my memory serves me right. But a really nice, solid race by Jordan there. Anytime you're at sea level, going under 4 or 5, that's pretty darn legit. Some good races there by those guys. Track record, that's a good question, Nick. Let me quick check. I know the track record, I believe, was set at the Four Continents here a few years ago. So I'm just kind of curious if what they went there. I'm gonna quick look it up. Man. Oh, let's see. That is the track record by a mile. Is that right? Oh, that's season best. Sorry. Track record. Oh, it is a track record. 34.55 was the previous track record held by Jordan Stolz. So that is now the new track record. Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to take a break now. Let me find out what our restart time is, and then I'll let you guys know. 11:31? Okay, 11:31 with our restart time.
Ladies and gentlemen, skating women's short with 11:31. 11:31 to stop.
All right, folks, I'll see you at 11:31.